on Pardon the Interruption podcast description, Steph Curry behind LeBron's stunning Warrior decision is how it's fronted. Which, did they just give something away? Are they revealing something about LeBron's decision? Is he going to the Warriors?
I don't even understand that. But
So, let me just say this.
I don't know what
Mitch.
he's doing.
If he is going to the Warriors, Golden State, who, in terms of worldwide brands, you and I spent a lot of time, not together, but we see each other there, up in the Bay Area, because they owned the NBA championship for a while. Even when they lost, it was still, Game 7 was still played up
Bay,
there.
yeah.
15, 16, 17,
If that was
18.
to happen, Max,
You have the two
you-
faces,
you-
the two undisputed faces of the
let me
league
just
on the
explain
same
to you
team.
what happens. First of all, you notice the NBA schedule is not out yet.
Right.
Why isn't it out yet?
Because LeBron hasn't made his decision yet.
You said that, I did.
Or maybe he has, but he just hasn't told anyone. Or maybe he has, I just don't know about it.
You also said that, and I did. That's a good segment on the show. You said
that, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you like that
Yeah.
segment.
We should do that. But the NBA will have to give them 60 nationally televised games.
You think they get 60?
I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but
How many?
at least half,
40 nationally televised games.
if not more.
I would say 40 sounds realistic.
Because I think Steph by himself, not by himself, but with Steph, Clay, and Dre, and then when it was the LeBron, Kyrie, K-Love, that team. I think between those two teams, they might have had 30 each nationally televised games. I could be wrong, but we should look it up. You also got to have two different hotels, because you got to have a Fugazi hotel that you park the fake buses in front of,
and then you have to have where the
It didn't
players
have to-
don't get harassed.
because they won't get. They
This
won't
is
get
what I'm
arrested.
saying. First of all, it's
And-
Silicon Valley. It's the
I'm
most.
not making. I don't want to get this confusing.
Yeah.
I'm not making a case for anybody. I'm not.
No,
making, I'm
I
just
know.
giving
I
you an
am saying.
example.
I
You're
am saying if look, we're talking about the whole show. I'm saying the number one brands in baseball
Yes.
and basketball could flip. Right now, the number one brand in baseball is the Yankees. That could become the Dodgers. It already is in a way. Right now, worldwide number one franchise, you think the Lakers? That could become the Knicks. It already is in a way, right? So those two identities could flip. But now I'm looking around at what other potential, or we're looking around what other brand potentially in that or franchise.
You know, that-
in sport. You bring up the Bears. We talking about the Cowboys. If the Cowboys lose that distinction because
the Bears and the Bulls.
the Bears could do it, right? The Bears could take over with Caleb Wilson. With Caleb
Caleb
Williams. The Bears could do it. Well, and the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
But the Bears could do it. The Warriors are another, if they have the two undisputed faces of the league over the last 2 decades,
Yes.
who are still playing at a very high level, on the same team. And that team is not only in the Bay, but now in San Francisco, right? And you have the tech money up there, everything. That the Warriors could.
Well, because we're at Fanatics Fest, I'm thinking about something. Do you know the value of the jersey that LeBron actually plays his last game in?
I don't even think that'd be the most expensive LeBron jersey.
Yes and no.
Would you say the
It
first
depends.
game, the last game? I'll tell you what jersey. If I had one in my collection that I would
Game
want,
7 of the finals?
Game 7, 2016.
No,
Not
you won't have
close.
that in your collection.
I don't have a collection of jerseys.
But I'm just saying, just even the last few years, however many years he decides to play, that franchise, you can't really put a value on that, because you also got to remember everything that he does going forward breaks a record. There's the longer he plays, the more records are broken in that specific uniform. In the event, it's what you're talking about, and you have two of those guys. Now you're packaging. It's
insane. And by
It's
the
a lot
way,
there to unpack.
unlikely that they win it together in their first year. because everyone would have
That
to
is
stay healthy.
very difficult to do.
And everyone would have to
For
stay
any
healthy.
team in the first
But if
year.
LeBron decides to make 25 and not a nice round number, and the first
Or
year they
26
show
or
promise, they
27,
win a
28.
playoff series, but
Yeah.
they need some, and then they tweak it, and it all comes together, and he were to go out as a champion with Steph Curry at Golden State in year 25, it'd be like, yeah, the Warriors brand would be probably at that point the #1 basketball brand in the world. It passed the Lakers, the Knicks, everything.
In that case, I'm telling you, there would be a game in Abu Dhabi, Shanghai, Mexico City,
Fuel up the clutch, Jet.
Seoul. Because here's the thing, you have to take those guys global. You can't just play a domestic. You have to take those two guys.
If they're healthy and they're still good, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they have to
They
be
have
winning.
to be global, because that, would.
Then they're going to have a reunion years from now. They won't invite Kristaps Porzingis. He'll have a reel saying, "What happened?" Poor Mozgov, Timothy Mozgov. By the way, a one-time
Don't
Knick.
do Mozgov. like that.
Mozgov's like, yeah, no one.
No.
Everyone's like, they're drinking wine. They're in the
You know what?
nicest setting. Everyone's loving each
I'm
other,
rolling
having a great time. Oh,
Max.
this was the closest. And Mozgov's like, what happened? Crickets.
I'm
No one
rolling with
called me.
Mozgov on that.
So what we've learned is LeBron to the Warriors. Is that what we're taking away from all this?
Max, you know what?
I still say I'm going to make one last ditch. I know it'll never happen.
You can make whatever you want.
What is the biggest thing that LeBron could actually do? The #1. Just think of the magnitude of.
I
what
will
he could
tell
do.
you this.
I know what it is. The
I don't know what it
#1
is.
headlines, the biggest controversy, the best team, the most success, the biggest market,
Right.
the biggest news
Go to
story
Sacramento.
is the New York Knicks.
Christina and Scooby with you. The top NBA free agent left on the market is none other than the King, LeBron James. His agent, Rich Paul, saying at least 27 teams have shown interest in having LeBron join their squad. He went on to say every day things change, and this is the first time that he's making a decision pressure-free. Senior writers Vincent Goodwill and David Dennis Jr. with us now. Let me just say, America, we all got on the same vibe, same color, so we're on to a good start right now, fellas. Let me just say that. But Vince, let me start with you. We've heard the possibility of LeBron to Miami, Cleveland, and Philly. What's another intriguing destination out there?
On Rich Paul's board, there was something that looked like the Denver Nuggets on that board. You think about what the Nuggets have not accomplished since winning the championship a few years ago. Knocked out in the second round twice, knocked out in the first round once. Like, this team has been far away from the championship discussion, but if you had LeBron James there next to Nikola Jokic, and on a team that had the best offense in the league last year, they would be right back into the championship conversation. Can you imagine the pairing between those two guys with the way that offense runs? He could take a little bit of pressure off of Jokic. Jokic could take a lot of pressure off of him. I think that's an intriguing destination we haven't talked much about from a basketball standpoint. And I think in the Western Conference, that'd be a little bit scary.
Yeah, a lot scary, Vince. But David, I'll ask you what Vince just kind of put out in the air. What would a LeBron-Jokic pairing look like?
First of all, I don't know if I need to complain to HR or producers or whoever, but I was promised that I would not be on television agreeing with Vinny Goodwill, and I'm here first thing in the morning agreeing with Vinny Goodwill. I have a reputation to uphold, everybody. This is not good for my brand right now, but I do agree with him. It's the Denver Nuggets, and I saw it on the board. I perked up. It was interesting to me, the idea of LeBron James and Jokic together. They could roll the basketball out, and these dudes could just figure out how to place.
So after all that back and forth, here's what really has the NBA world talking. Despite all the rumors flying around, nobody on these shows is actually saying LeBron James has already picked his next team. What they're doing is breaking down the possibilities, and every single possibility seems bigger than the last. The Warriors conversation is easily the one grabbing the most attention. Just imagine LeBron James and Stephen Curry wearing the same jersey. The hosts say that would instantly become one of the biggest stories in NBA history. National TV schedules would practically revolve around Golden State. International games would become must-see events, and the Warriors could even overtake every other franchise as the league's biggest global brand. That's how massive they believe a LeBron to Golden State move would be. They even joked that the crowds would be so wild, the team might need fake hotels just to throw fans off their trail. But then the conversation takes another turn. One host argues that if we're talking about pure headlines, nothing would top LeBron joining the New York Knicks. The media frenzy would be unbelievable, and the basketball world would be locked in from day one. It may not be the favorite prediction, but it's definitely one of the most intriguing scenarios. Then, Yahoo Sports throws another name into the mix that has fans doing a double take: the Denver Nuggets. According to the discussion, LeBron, alongside Nikola Jokic, could immediately put Denver back at the center of the championship conversation. The analysts point out that both players make everyone around them better, and their basketball IQ together could be unlike anything we've seen. One panelist even joked he hated agreeing with his colleague, but admitted a LeBron-Jokic pairing would be scary for the rest of the league. For now, though, that's all it is: speculation. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, says plenty of teams have expressed interest and that things continue to change. So, until LeBron makes his decision publicly, every destination remains on the table. Whether it's the Warriors, the Knicks, the Nuggets, or somewhere nobody is expecting, one thing is certain: the moment LeBron finally announces his next move, it's going to dominate headlines across the entire sports world.